We're out here on beautiful Dale Hollow Lake with Greg Brisendine with Dusk to Dawn Guide Service.
Yes.
And this is your specialty, is night fishing.
Yes, it is.
You do some wintertime float and fly stuff as well. But
right, I sure do. I fish year round, but this is my specialty and my favorite time to be out here.
And it's as you can see, it can't get much more peaceful than this, can it?
Oh, no, you can't. If we had a little bit less cloud cover where we could see some of the beautiful stars, it would be a little better, but we're not going to complain.
No. What makes this so special being out here at night?
Well, as you can tell, listen, there's no other boats out here running around. There's no jet skis running out. And we're not having to wear sunscreen.
Yeah, no sunscreen.
Yeah. It's just a very, very peaceful time.
Got him. Here we go.
He is. I believe he's got you instead of you having him.
Yeah, we ain't quite figured this out yet.
There we go. That's a decent fish right there. He doesn't like that light at all.
No, he does not.
There we go. That's a fish right there. Yes,
There
sir.
you go.
You got
Take
you a
that.
20-incher.
19.5 inches. Pretty good fish. That's a pretty typical Dale Hollow smallmouth,
Yes,
isn't
it is. Right now, it's very typical.
But in the summertime, you can see they're still pretty thick, but it's
But thin, too.
thin. It's
Where
not.
they lose a lot of their weight at is in their back.
Yeah,
Before spawn, the back gets real thin.
yeah. But that's a nice fish.
It is.
But if someone wanted to come down here and learn this lake at night, the technique that you really like to use is throwing these hair jigs.
Yes, that's my favorite technique. It has worked well for me for the past 25 years.
You're casting this thing out and you're allowing this hair jig to sink down a few seconds, and then you're...
Well, I'm actually letting it sink all the way to the bottom.
Okay.
And just as soon as it hits the bottom, I want to move it. I do not want it sit there soaking.
Yeah.
I firmly believe that nighttime fishing, the bait needs to be up in the water column to give them a silhouette to look at. Right in the net. I know some people that drag a jig, and they're good fishermen. On this 3/8 ounce hair jig that I'm throwing, it doesn't have a weed guard. If I drag it, I'm gonna be catching the bottom instead of the fish.
That's a pile there. The grass that fishermen call coontail. This is what you're looking for when you're out here night fishing. Those fish will stack in there. There's a bunch of different types of grass out here, but all grass is not equal.
I tell people I fish it fast, and I do, for a jig. And when I pick it up, I shake my rod a little bit, try to make that jig bounce around, you know, from side to side like a crawfish would if he was being chased by a prey or something.
Pretty good fish.
Yeah. Not bad for a green fish.
What type of depth have you been seeing fish?
My bite, I think, has been somewhere between 10 and 18 feet. Some nights they might be a little shallower, some nights they might be a little deeper, but they're in that transition right now.
You got one or two colors that you throw?
I basically throw one color. I do swap up from time to time, probably more to appease clients than I do myself. The black and chartreuse tipped with a black trailer. It just, to me, it doesn't get any better than that. It's worked for me for years. I think it'll keep working for me for years to come.
Yeah.
The black creates the silhouette I'm looking for. The chartreuse is for me, not the fish. They can't tell if it's got chartreuse on there at night, or I don't think they can.
Yeah.
It's just a little bitty old rock bass. Hey, can you believe that fish right there bit that jig right there? Isn't that amazing? And had him hooked in the mouth too. I do use some scent, and that's for them to hold on to it a little better.
Yeah, yeah. And you're throwing a garlic.
Yes, I use the spike at Dip and Glow garlic.
There we go. We got a smallmouth here.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
That's what we're looking for.
There you go. That's a good fish. There you go. Nice healthy fish.
Yes, it is.
You're throwing a high vis or fluorescent braid.
Yes.
And what's really good about that is you're standing on the deck of this boat. You and I are fishing 3 feet apart. I can tell right where your line's at. You can see where my line's at. We're not getting hung up and tangled in each other's line.
Not at all.
That really, and it also allows you to detect a bite if you have to see it visually. But it really is good just to see where each other's casting.
Right. The fluorescent line and the black lights, it's just a must out here for me.
Yeah.
I know there's some fishermen who do not like that, but I can tell what's going on, and you can tell what's going on.
It
Yes.
helps. It definitely
a lot,
helps.
a lot.
We haven't been hung up yet. So
No.
cross our fingers.
Yeah, we'll try not to.
He's on them now. You get in these spots sometimes when they're in there actively feeding, you catch one. Sometimes you can get 3 or 4 or 5 at it.
And they'll fire up at night just like they will in the daytime, too. Oh, yeah, let's give us all a bath here. Thank you.
Got Mr. Drum or catfish, maybe?
Yeah, I believe it's a big old cat.
So far tonight, we're catching all kinds of species. Typically, it's smallmouth, but this lake has just got so much of all kinds of different species. to
It's
fish.
got every fish under the sun except for those daggum old white carp or whatever they are. Everybody's got
carp.
Asian carp. Yeah, we
don't-
don't have any of that yet.
You don't
thank
want any of
goodness,
that,
no.
yeah. That is a perfect eating size catfish right there.
You never know what you're gonna catch out here in the dark.
Greg, you're a lot of fun to fish with.
Well, thank you.
You know, I really feel safe in the boat with you, and that's very important for somebody being out here at night. You know the lake extremely well. You know, we're wearing life
Right.
jackets, fat motors on. We're in our life
Exactly.
jackets.
Yes.
And you know, having someone out here that your type of experience really is nice for someone who is experiencing night fishing for the first time.
Right, exactly. And I'm gonna try to make them feel as safe as possible. I do not run very fast. It takes me a while to get from spot to spot, but I'll get you there safe and sound.
Yeah. You really ought to get out here and give it a try. I mean, in the middle of the summer when it's too hot to be out here on this lake,
The mid-90s right now.
and right now it's about, what,
I don't know.
68, 70?
It may be 72 degrees. Feels like the air conditioning's on. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
feels great.
It's great out here. Look at there. What does that say?
465.
Yeah, I told you it's a good one.
I appreciate it.
All right.
We're going to be out here
Thank
for a
you.
while, and we're going to catch a couple more fish. So
All right.
let's get after it.
Let's get after them then.
All right.
Thanks a lot.